Hi, my name is Superinhuman, and I was curious because I recently got alerted. I've seen a lot about Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, I call her Eyelash out of whatever. And her newer album. I was recently. I found her from the radio, not from Spotify. Usually, Spotify recommends me some dark pop. I like some. I've listened to Lord, I've listened to Joji. I've listened to Hobo Johnson, Post Malone, and a lot of moody pop. Also, my radio stations, my Z1077 has been a lot of moody pop. And I don't have a problem with it. I actually like Without You by Hazley. I like Hazley the way she sings. And I like Lord the way she sings. And they have this way that singing their syllables sounds different, like they're adding an accent. And this is where Billie Eilish comes in. And this is under the guise of somebody who really, really wants another Melanie Martinez album. Deadass. I like her singles, and I feel like each one kind of had a distinct sound, and she plays very well off of her mood. She is a sad boy. She is a mood boy. And as someone who likes moody pop, I listened to her. Bury a Friend was not for me. I liked the breakdown of the Dead I.O. breakdown. And that's kind of what kept me coming back to the song. But Bellyache I liked, because I'm a weird audiophile. I like high sounds. I like Ellie Goulding. And this is just my pop. This is not my general music. So, after listening to the album, I don't know how to feel because I feel like in a single setting I get different takes, but I'm never hearing like, her voice is always the same. And it feels like I really, 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 really like the ambiance and the production behind her. But sometimes, not even sometimes, at every song I felt, dealing with multiple songs expecting more, I didn't get that. I feel like her singing limits her. And it's not on her. Her style is her own, and I feel like if I look up Hell albums, I know Hazley does that, Lord has that, and they're all in the same group of the way they sing. But she groans and she breathy sings, which is her style. But I don't. I this is mostly coming from Anthony Fantano and his review, and I listened to it, and I didn't feel like we were listening to the same album. That's a musical choice. That's fine. He likes it, but I feel like there should not be more cooks in the kitchen. I know it's just her and her brother. I know a lot of her lyrics can be very open because it is a sibling. They were homeschooled. They like each other. Their brother and sister like each other. I see my sister. I'm like, hey, bitch. I see my brother. I'm like, and I see my other brother, and I'm like, hey. And then I see my other brother, and I'm just like, get away. And then I see my sister, my youngest one. I'm like, hi, baby. She's like 2. And then I see my son. I fucking love him to death. He's not like a sibling. He's a little brat, but I get it, and it definitely on the lyrical side, her music is very well. But on her vocal side, I feel that there is a comfort zone that she needs to break. And I mean, she does that well. She does what she does well, but I don't like the album because it feels like I'm listening to the same singing over and over and over again, while the beats and everything around her change, because does very well with silence. She does very well with silence and ambiance with her music. And for a 17-year-old, bro, she made me some sad. She just has some sad stuff. But I can't lose myself in her. I can't listen to her. And like I said, music is for everyone. I'm not going to say there's boy music, girl music. It is music right now. I'm feeling a little moody, having some bad times, so I've been listening to some sadder music. Like, it's it's a good album. Like I keep saying, I like the singles. Like "Wish You Were Gay." Oh my god, dude! It sounds good, and I love it. And it's because the vocals are the lyrics. The vocals are great. The back bass and drop are great, but the lyrics are a little like the whole "Wish You Were Gay" is kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird and selfish, and it's just kind of offensive, I guess. But it makes sense when you listen to the whole song, I guess. But that's good. I just I don't know. I feel like there should be, for her first album release, there should have been a not a distinct song for every song, like a vocal style, but I feel there should be more. This is your first album. She's, oh my god, I've heard of her everywhere on media, YouTube. I've heard random friends message her. I've and or message me about her saying, "Hey, you'd like the song? You'd like the song?" And I listened to her, and I'm just like, because the first main song they showed me was "Bury a Friend," and I was like, okay, but I felt like I hated her because I heard that song, and I was like, I feel personally attacked because you say I'm moody like this. But the more I listened to her, I'm like, get over yourself, it's good. And then I was excited for the album because with Melanie Martinez, I didn't listen to her. Like my fiance showed me a song, and I was like, oh, damn, she got some good voice. And I feel like there's a good voice and a soul voice behind her, but I feel like as a first album, she should sing, you know. And I'm not hating on the album. I'm not really talking about each song personally like I normally do, because each song I would more talk about the production and I wouldn't talk about her singing, because I feel like the best way to put it is, if you heard her sing once, you've heard every way she sings. But she's a good lyricist. Personally, I would love to see a song back with a backing vocal to play with the silence with her, but hopefully, given the chance of having a first album and hearing criticism, we definitely get more. And I feel like that for every musician, because it's it's definitely a bigger task, especially whenever she's been called a plant. She's been, whatever, that whole thing. Is Billie Eilish an industry plant? I mean, maybe, could be. Yeah, that's on her. But I'm hoping that some time comes and the album kind of grows on me, because I want to like it, and I feel like I want to add music to my collection. I want to add songs saved on my Spotify. I want it to come up and not skip it. But for now, I think seeing a new album and expecting a big project, and personally, I think she just released an EP with like some of the singles, some of the not, some new songs, and maybe got some reception. But I respect her for putting it out. She's putting her music out. I know I'm gonna hear it on the radio. I think I hear a lot of them on TikTok, which is pretty funny because my fiance uses TikTok a lot. I'm also on TikTok because reasons. But anyway, this was my kind of thought piece on the album, and like I said, I listened to the songs for the production. I listened to her album for her vocals. but I could not go through the whole album in a night like I normally do. Personally, I wouldn't compare her, but I think she should take a turn as Tyler the Creator did, where he has his dark songs. Like Goblin is such a fucking good album, where he has some hype ass rap. He has some, Goblin Window where they were kind of not kind of moody. They were fucking dark, and I feel like she should just keep making music. Hopefully she gets better. And can we start a hashtag? Where's that new Melanie Martinez album? Because every time I hear Hazley or Billy, or I'm just like, please, Melanie Martinez. But hey, this is more of a think piece. Give me your opinions in the comment. If you see this, Billy, I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. But peace out, guys. Thanks.